This is the story about my friend Lenny Moo. Now, I was introduced to Lenny by way of Lynn Sanders, Kenny Peaks, Corey Lucas. And we would have these man breakfasts on 6 Mile in Livernois. And one day, on this journey, as I used the apparel to offer hope, there was a reason why I was laying shirts for kids getting killed. I saw the impact that a t-shirt had on people's lives. I got all the calls, the stories. Even professionals was wearing their t-shirt too before they were speaking. It just offered that type of hope. So I knew all along that we were not just a t-shirt. This message was very heavy. So one day we get the call for the breakfast that Lenny had gone into the hospital. And with Lenny going into the hospital, I just felt the need to get a shirt to him. Something in my spirit said, get Lenny an EMIY T-shirt. So, oftentimes on these shirts are quotes God has given me on this journey. And I just kept asking, how's Lenny? Where's Lenny? Lenny was in the hospital. And now that I'm telling the story, it was weird because I didn't go to the hospital visiting him, which is crazy. But I just knew that I had to get Lenny an EMIY T-shirt. And then one day, I got the call that Lenny was out and he was at the restaurant. So I stopped everything I was doing and I took him an EMIY T-shirt. So when I took him the T-shirt, on the back of the T-shirt says, Mom dead. You can make all the money in the world, but you just can't make up time. So when I saw Lenny, he had lost a lot of weight, but I wanted him to have one of our shirts. So I got the shirt to him. And didn't think about it. Just wanted him to have that shirt. Then a few years would go by. And Corey and them was telling me about Lenny was working kids out, athletes and all. And that was different because I hadn't known him for that. And so I took my son Cameron to him. And this is in a heartbeat of all the things that I was going through, but I took my son Cameron to Lenny and he started working them out. In there was so many other kids, Maverick Hansen, a few other kids, even Mr. Sneaks, Jayla. And we just hit it off, picked up where we left off at. And For the life of me, I didn't know what happened to him. I didn't know what it was that was bothering him, but I saw Lenny working these kids out. He had changed his whole basement around, turned it into a training facility. And he had on the wall different kids, even little Jay. And that was huge. That's when I met Maverick, Hansen, his family. And right in the heart of the city, Lenny was helping these kids. So like most visionaries, you can see things on people. And one particular day, because I was in the middle of my own divorce and dealing with my kids, Lenny could see I was in a lot of pain. All right, and I guess I had the look on my face. And so he explained to me that I got something I gotta tell you. So give me a call when you get a chance. I didn't call. I pulled up on Lenny the next day. And if you knew Lenny, you know Lenny always say, "Yeah, man." And he got in the car. And he said, "You know, Calvin, I saw you was in a lot of pain yesterday, but I wanted to tell you something." So as he looked over at me, he said, "You can't never stop doing what you're doing. God gave you this gift." He said, "Man, do you know I still got my shirt? It's hung up. I don't even wear it. It's literally hung up in my room." He said, "After you gave me that shirt, I went into the hospital. And when I went into the hospital, I took your t-shirt with me." He said, I set the t-shirt on the chair in my room. And every morning while I was in the hospital, I'd roll over and look at your shirt and ask God, what is it that he wants me to do? He said, "I don't know what it is about that shirt. I can't figure it out. But I'm telling you, every day I was in the hospital, I was looking at that shirt and I was talking to God." And he said, "When I finally get out the hospital, man, I decided to work with these kids. So I changed my whole basement around and I started training athletes." He said, "It was because of your t-shirt that I started training these kids." And I got to tell you, at this point, I'm in tears. And he's like, "You got to keep going. You got to put this on the world, man. Because this t-shirt changed my life." He said, "Man, I was in the hair. And then once I came out the hospital, I started doing this work." Lenny Moo would go on to work my son out, Cameron. And it was a tough thing that happened. Lenny ended up passing. The night after working came out, and I had to go tell my son, who was just starting to really buy into what Lenny was teaching him, that Lenny had passed away. Still to this day, I think that has affected my son, because he didn't want to play sports after that. I share this story with you because there are a lot of people that know Lenny Moo. But I can't thank Lenny Moo enough, as EMIY Apparel is going to do exactly what it was destined to do, what it started to do, and what it's going to do. That is my Lenny Moo story. Peace.